Peace, love, and light, you all. Welcome back to the Self-Worth Experience, Healing Girl Space. I am Maylee, also known as Jessica, but thank you all so much for being here today. I have great news for you all. I actually just became a certified yoga teacher, soon to be a registered yoga teacher with Yoga Alliance, and I went through my training with Core Power Yoga. It was a phenomenal experience. And so I'll talk more about that actual experience later and everything that went into it and the whole process of it and how it was for me with my journey as far as becoming a yoga teacher. I'll share that with you all on another video. But this video is actually for, we're going to be going through the first part of the sequence for the yoga class. What we're going to do today is we're going to do what we call integration. The integration sequence, we're going to move into the intention part of it. We're going to go into Sun A. We're going to do Sun B. And then we're also going to do the core series. And then we'll end there. All right. So thank you all so much for being here today. You know, yoga is a phenomenal way to reduce stress in your life, to really connect with yourself, spend time with yourself. It really, you know, bridges that mind, body, soul connection that we all need in our lives today. And it just really gives you time to be still and to go within yourself. So I hope that you all enjoy this. I am really working on building myself up so that I can teach classes. So this is the way that I'm going to be practicing for a while until I am sort of ready for my audition. All right. So thank you all for being here today, and I hope you enjoy it. See you on the mat. Hold on, watch out, baby. All right, yogis. So we're gonna go ahead and start on our mats here. You have water or a towel that you would like to bring near you. That is my son. He's out here with me. Please do so. Have your towel and your water nearby. In case you need it at any time. In case you want to stop and get water or towel off, you're more than welcome to do that. You can always just stop the recording and start back when you're ready. So we're going to meet in child's pose, okay? So we're gonna bring our big toes to touch, okay? We're gonna spread our knees as wide as our mat is, or however, whatever feels comfortable for you. So if you wanna have it a little bit closer, that's totally fine. You're okay with spreading your knees out to the edges of your mat. Please join me in doing that. Big toes to touch. You're going to bring your arms down out in front of you, and you're going to open up your hands like they're webs and really push through your palms, okay? Let your third eye meet your mat, and just take a moment here and breathe. Alright, you're going to come up to all fours. You're going to stack your shoulders on top of your wrists, so it's all in alignment. You're going to stack your hips on top of your knees, and your toes should be flat on your mat. We're just going to take a minute to inhale here. Deep inhale and exhale, blow it out. Now you're going to slightly gaze forward, okay? You should sense like a crease in your back. tighten your core. You can tighten your glutes here.
Oh my goodness.
And inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Now you'll take your cats and your cows on your own, at your own rhythm, at your own pace. You can also take a moment to sway out your hips if you want. You can roll your neck from the left to the right. You can shake your head no to everything that you no longer need in your life, or whatever you're releasing and letting go with love and peace. Shake your head yes to the abundance that is always available to you. Continue to move your body around. Do what you need for your body in this particular posture. Remember to stay connected to your breath. So when you're ready, go ahead and find a neutral tabletop again. Tuck your toes here. Re-engage your breath. Inhale. And exhale. Downward facing dog. You're going to push your mat away from you. Bring your hips up and back. And push your heels into your mat. Breathe here. Inhale. Exhale. Again. Inhale. Exhale. Now you're going to slowly come into ragdoll pose. So bring yourself to the front of your mat. Step your hands behind your wrists. Take a deep bend in your knees. Your stomach should be touching your thighs. You're going to let your head hang very low. And just really rest here. You might feel tight in your quads. And if you do, please really widen your stance. Deep into your knees. And just begin to just take a moment here. You can bring your hands to opposite elbows. You can sway. This is a good stretch for your lower back. Also basket your hands behind your head, and this releases more tension in your neck and your back. If you sit at a desk all day, take some deep breaths here. Inhale. Exhale, let it all go. Go ahead and drop your hands. Toe, heel your feet together. And you're going to rise up, stacking one vertebrae at a time. Slowly pull up. Your head should be the last to rise. Now we'll set our intention for our class today. I'm just going to turn around and face the camera. What's wrong, baby? Come here. Come here. What's wrong? You hot? So we will bring our hands to the center of our hearts. You can close your eyes or lower your gaze. And I invite you now to take an intention for your practice for today. An intention is usually something, it could be a one word, it could be one word or phrase that why you are here basically. What was the reason that you decided to take the time to take up space on your mat today and really take time for your practice? Give me a second, okay? If you don't have an intention, I will be honored to share my intention with you that I have for the class today. your day-to-day lives. Take the time to be patient with yourself. Take the time to just allow, just be still, just go with the flow. Take a deep breath here and exhale.
I'll hold them there.
Hands down. Inhale, mountain pose. Reach your arms up to the sky. To the sky. Press your heels down into your mat. Bring energy through your legs into your thighs. Lift your torso. Engage your core. Settle your shoulders down away from your ears. And turn your hands inward so your pinkies are looking at each other. Stand tall and proud here and strong. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. Fold. Hands at your hips. Inhale. Halfway lift. You are going to flatten your back. Extend the energy out from your crown. You should be leaning toward your toes. More towards the front of your feet. You can always soften your knees and halfway lift. I like to straighten mine all the way. Step back into high to low plank. Chaturanga here. Arm. And then go to upward facing dog. Hand down. Take a breath here. Breathe out. Take a breath in. 3 variations to what we call chaturanga. And chaturanga is something that we do in our yoga practice several times throughout our flow and sequence. And it brings you from high plank to low plank. So I'm going to demonstrate the 3 ways that you can do chaturanga, and then we'll be right back. In our first variation of chaturanga, we would start from a halfway lift, step back into high plank that you see me in now. You would lower your knees to your mat, press the tops of your feet to the ground, as I'm doing now. Bend your elbows 90 degrees, excuse myself, and lower your chest. Inhale, upward facing dog. Lift your chest, exhale, and press your heels back to the mat. Hips come up, downward facing dog. That is variation 1. Here is variation number 2. We would start in a halfway lift, bring our hands down to the ground, and step back into a high plank as you see me here. Then you would squeeze your triceps towards your ribs as I'm doing here, and come into your upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. That is variation number 2. Number 3. Here is variation number 3. We would start in a halfway lift. We would bring our hands down to the ground, and we would step back into a high plank position. Don't get in front of the camera though, okay? Sorry, I'm talking to my son for a second. So what I'm explaining is that if your wrists are very sore or there's a lot of stress or tension on your wrist, you're always welcome to use your fists. Now you see me in the high plank position. Engage your core, shoulders over your wrists, and you would just hold the plank there. There is no upward facing dog in that variation of chaturanga. You would go straight into your downward facing dog. So that is variation number 3. I invite you to mix it up and try on what you feel during class. Try the different variations of chaturanga. So again, I'm just demonstrating. That's 1.
Variation number 1, down to your knees, upward facing dog,
Body.
and then into downward facing dog. Number 2, high plank, all the way down your triceps into your ribs, lift up into upward facing dog, push back into downward facing dog. Variation number 3, you're gonna just step back into your high plank from your halfway lift as you see me here, and you're gonna hold it. There is no upward facing dog in variation number 3. We will flow breath to movement in Sun A at least 2 to 3 times. From down dog, inhale, gaze forward, exhale, forward fold, inhale, halfway lift, exhale, forward fold, inhale, mountain pose, exhale, forward fold, inway, halfway lift, exhale, high to low plank, in upward facing dog, exhale, downward facing dog.
Downward facing dog. We're gonna go into our sun salutation B. All right. So you can go into a tabletop to get to a downward facing dog. Push your hands into the mat and lift your hips up and back, pushing your heels into the mat. Push your mat away from you. Press your palms into your mat. Engage your core. Now, I just want to say, if having your hands down into the mat is uncomfortable for you, one thing I learned from Yursa Rahotep, he is a master Kemetic yoga teacher, founder of Kemetic yoga. Really good thing that he talks about is really putting your weight into this fleshy part of underneath your thumb. Okay, so you want to really spread your fingers wide, and if you can put most of the weight into that fleshy part of your thumb underneath here, underneath your thumb, that'll take some of the stress off of your wrists as well when you're in those type of poses. Okay, so and we're up, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath here and exhale. Deep breath here and exhale.
Inhale, gaze forward, exhale, forward fold.
Behind your wrist to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold.
Take out the extra inhale, halfway lift, exhale, forward fold. It should be inhale, chair pose.
Now you want to bring your feet together, just toe to heel them together if they're too far apart here. And you're going to sit back as if you're sitting into a chair. And you're going to come up into chair pose.
Breathe here.
Now, chair pose it's not an easy pose, okay? There is a lot of muscle lengthening and strengthening in this pose. The key is to really sit back, okay? As if you're sitting in a chair or you're about to sit in a chair. You want to lift your torso.
Bend your
up.
knees, lift your chest up, stretch your arms overhead, squeeze your inner thighs toward each other and draw your hips back and down. Reach your arms up and rotate your palms in, direct your gaze forward.
Okay. Tighten your core. Squeeze your thighs together. Your heels are into the mat. Your feet are pressing down into the earth. Take a deep breath here. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Inhale, halfway lift. Sorry. Exhale, forward fold.
Take out the extra inhale,
Chaturanga
forward,
Dandasana.
halfway left, exhale, forward fold. Should be going straight back into high to low plank after one. Inhale, halfway lift, exhale, forward fold.
Your way. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Three-leg dog.
Inhale, 3-leg dog.
Up.
Exhale, low lunge.
Place it down in front of us. Into a low lunge.
Inhale, warrior 2 position.
Bring our arms up.
Breathe here. Spin your back heel down. Lift your chest square to the side of your space. Reach your arms forward and back. Angle your back foot slightly forward. Stack your front knee over your ankle. Lift the crown of your head up to lengthen your spine. Stack your shoulders over your hips, broaden through your shoulder blades. Direct your gaze forward.
Outer edge of your mat. Okay?
This strengthens and stretches your legs, encourages grounding in the present moment and mental courage to face challenges.
Your foot is turned like this to the side. Okay? Your front foot, you should be able to see all your toes here. Your knee should be in alignment. Okay? And it shouldn't go over your toes. Press through your right thigh down into your thigh. You want your hips to be turned so that they should be in a neutral position. Your arms are out. Your fingertips, you're looking over your fingertips and you're coming down into that knee. Now, if it's uncomfortable to come down into it, wherever you are is fine. So, but just try to focus on bending your knee slightly if you need to, or if you want to, you can go ahead and take it all the way down. Only as far as feel comfortable for you. Warrior 2. Look over your fingers. And
Extended side angle.
right arm down.
Bring your front elbow to your front thigh. Reach your back arm up.
Out your torso, so
Exhale, extended side angle.
your body is turned here.
Keep your front knee over your ankle. Maintain the placement of your knee. Press the outside edge of your back foot down. Draw your tailbone towards your back heel. Lift your ribs away from your thigh to lengthen and strengthen your core. Direct your gaze up or down. Bring your front elbow to your front thigh. Reach your back
you would
arm
re-engage
up.
your
Keep
breath
your front
from
knee
the
over
warrior
your
two
ankle.
position.
Maintain the
On
placement
the
of your feet.
inhale before
Press
going
the
into
outside
exhale,
edge of your
extended
back foot
side
down.
angle.
Draw your tailbone towards your
Benefits,
back heel.
strengthens and
Lift your ribs
stretches
away
your
from your
legs
thigh
in
to lengthen and
360
strengthen your
core.
core. Direct your gaze up or down. We're moving into inhale, reverse warrior position.
Leg muscles, that will help to really strengthen them. And
Inhale, reverse warrior.
this left
Breathe
arm
here.
down and have
Maintain the placement of your feet and legs. Reach your front arm up and back. Lower your back arm down on your back leg. Or option to bind. Track your front knee in line with your front mid toes to activate your outer glute muscles. Lift your front arm up to keep your length in your side oblique muscles. Lengthen the size of your neck before going into chaturanga.
You're into high plank. Tighten your core. Find your way into upward facing dog. You can take downward dog if you wish. Breathe here. Exhale. Inhale. Press your feet down into the earth, your heels. Exhale. Again. Walk your gaze forward. Head comes up. Walk your feet to the top of your mat. Gonna turn around. Inhale up, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold.
Remove the second. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Go straight into chair pose.
Inhale, chair pose. If your feet are not close enough, again, bring them closer together. Preferably big toes touching with a small opening in the back that almost looks like a triangle or a pyramid. Sit low
Inhale,
and
chair
low.
pose. Breathe here. Bend your knees. Lift your chest up. Stretch your arms overhead. Squeeze your inner thighs towards each other. Draw your hips back and down. Reach your arms up and rotate your palms in. As I'm demonstrating. So,
So that your pinkies
oh God, so much intensity here. Direct your gaze forward. Exhale, forward fold. Remove the second. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Go straight into exhale, high to low plank.
Hands are here
No forward fold. Straight into exhale, high to low plank.
Bring your
Chaturanga Dandasana.
hands down, feet back.
Inhale, upward facing dog.
Upward facing
If you take it, exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, three-legged dog. Lift your right leg up.
forward fold.
I don't know what I'm doing. Exhale, low lunge. In Warrior 2, exhale, extended side angle.
Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half.
Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, three-legged dog. Lift your left leg up. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior.
Pose.
Exhale, high to low plank, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Repeat a second time. Sun B, flow 2 times, breath,
Quads.
posture
Exhale,
to
forward
movement.
fold. Chaturanga Dandasana. Bring your foot back. Make your other foot meet. And you can take low plank, or you can go straight into upward facing dog. Okay?
Inhale, look forward.
Go ahead and step your feet
Exhale,
up
step through to a seated position.
and have a seat.
Lower down to your back. Bring the soles of your feet together and open your knees out wide. Reclined, bound angle sit-ups. Place your hands behind your head and open your elbows. Press the bottoms of your feet together to activate your pelvic floor. Pull your front ribs down and in to activate your core. Gaze up and lengthen the back of your neck. Count down from 8 or 4 to next pose. Lift, lower, lift, lower. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. Lift, lower, lift, lower. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. Lift, bicycle twist in 4. Lift, bicycle twist in 3. Exhale, bicycle twist in 2. Exhale, bicycle twist in 1. Bend your knees over your hips. Lower. Lift and exhale. Lower. Inhale. Exhale. Exhale. Inhale. Lift. Exhale. Lower. Inhale. Lift. Lower. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Pull your elevated knee in with your hip to engage your core. Extend your left or right leg forward for more intensity. Hug your outer hips in to stabilize your pelvis. Twist your torso to activate your obliques. Keep your hands behind your head. Bring your left or right elbow to the outside of your opposite knee. Look in the direction of your twist. Count down from 8 or 4 to next pose. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, boat pose in 1. Draw your knees into your chest. Roll up to a seat, boat pose. Bend your knees and keep your shins parallel to the floor. Lift your chest up and lean back to activate your core. Squeeze your legs together to activate your inner thighs. Spread your collarbones. Reach your arms forward and rotate your palms up. Draw your gaze forward or slightly up. Full body stretch in 4, 3, 2, 1. I should be on my back, stretching my arms and legs long. Bend your knees into your chest. Rock up and down the length of your spine. Cross your ankles and plant your palms shoulder width apart. Step your feet back. Inhale, exhale to high to low plank or downward facing dog. From there, I would do a 3-legged dog. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Lift your right leg up. And I will do my exhale, low lunge, into my inhale, crescent lunge. Breathe here. So next is the crescent lunge series. All right, I don't know if y'all worked up a sweat today, but I sure did. Anytime I do yoga, I'm working up a sweat. I got my little dude out here with me. So, thank you all so much for joining me. You can always end in child's pose. That is like a come back to pose, get myself together pose. Take some time out to just rest and rejuvenate pose. So definitely, if you want to end in child's pose and rest there, you definitely can. I just want to end the class with another, maybe we wouldn't do this in a, you wouldn't do this, I mean, there's more to the sequence. Wow. I just want to do a closing with you all. That was only 5 parts of the sequence. Of the Core Power Yoga sequence. There's a lot more. If y'all are around any Core Power Yoga studios, definitely go take some classes. I love it. It's really been, I'm a mother of 4, okay? We also gonna talk about that abortion issue, okay? Like I've had 2 abortions, 2 miscarriages, so technically I would have 8 kids if I would have just went that way, okay? But I mean, I say that to say this, the Core Power Yoga classes are so good because as a mother of 4, it's really helped me to like get back in shape. Really tone myself and get to where I want to be, you know, at least I'm on my way there. So it's a great way to exercise and really activate that mind, body, spirit connection. So, you know, it definitely, you know, it puts the muscles on. You know, you can also go take a sculpt class. Sculpt is they use yoga and weights together. Very effective. You leave feeling like a whole new person. So I just want to say, bringing back closing for the class, I just want us to take a moment to bring our hands to our hearts. Bow your head or lower your gaze, whichever you are comfortable with. And I just want to give honor to you all for definitely taking the time to go through this flow with me today, do these sequences with me today as I'm going through my yoga journey as a certified yoga teacher, registered yoga teacher with Yoga Alliance. I'm on my journey to almost start teaching yoga classes. I'm very excited for this this step that I'm taking in my life and my career. It just feels so right. And so for you all though, I want to say thank you for taking the time to be with me today, taking the time to come to your mat and give yourselves the time that you need, because yoga is definitely a place of peace, love, self-care, self-worth. You know, that is all that you're giving to yourself when you take time to do yoga. So thank you all so much for being here, and we'll see you next time. Peace.